Okay, hi, how are you? Okay,
Hi, good afternoon.
the problem was with the cats. I think they walked on my keyboard. They had turned off the microphone. Yes, it sometimes happens. Okay, so I'm sorry. Based on the table they gave, it was supposed to, they were supposed to, I don't know, turn it off at 1, but they turned it off at 2:30, and fortunately, it came back on. Okay, so let's go to the class. We don't have much time, but we have until 4:30, so we can have a full session. Before we do that, I want to share this with you. We had 2 questions last session. Okay, remember? One was with. Can you see the screen?
Dilation.
Disappear. Can you see it?
Yes. Say
Yes.
hello, Alexa.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Okay. What's
Thank
up?
you very much.
Okay. Okay. Long time no see. I hope you're fine and
Thank
everything is
you.
fine. Okay. Good.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So let's get down to business. If you can see the screen, you can see the disappear. Can we use disappear as a transitive verb? Transitive means a verb that can get an object. Okay? Hello? Okay. So
Hello.
it was
Yeah.
your question last session. Remember? You asked if, can I say, for example, I disappear you, for example, something like that. That was your question. Remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Based on the explanation here, it doesn't mean that. Disappear cannot be used as a transitive verb unless we mean it in a, some kind of sarcastic or political way. Let me read it to you. The use of disappear as a transitive verb has emerged recently in English, but it has limited use. It came out of translations of accounts of forced disappearances of dissidents by the Argentinian dictatorship in the 70s and 80s. A person was disappeared. It caught on and now can be used pretty much anytime to refer to brutally removing dissidents. You can disappear someone, but not a hat. Okay? Now, Shirin, I want you to say this in Farsi.
Disappear. من نگرفتم.
Disappear به عنوان یک چیزی را در دیسپیر کردن ما نداریم مگر اینکه جنبه سارکاستیک داشته باشه.
نه بیس آن که من توضیح دادم درسته. الان این چیزی که براتون خوندم چی؟ ازش برداشتتون چی هستش؟
یه بار دیگه مثلا
میبینید اسکرین رو؟ اگه نمیبینید من آرومتر بخونمش. The use of the این کورا هست. سایت رو نگاه کنید. کورا Quora, Quora or Quora Digest is a very useful website on which you can ask your questions. Sometimes such questions like these have been asked a lot, so you don't have to ask it again. You just search and you can find it. The use of disappear as a transitive verb has emerged recently in English, but it has limited use. It came out of translations of accounts of forced disappearances of dissidents by the Argentinian dictatorship in the 70s and 80s. A person was disappeared. It caught on and now can be used pretty much any time to refer to brutally removing dissidents. You can disappear someone, but not a hat, and it has a very sinister connotation.
Yes.
Now say it in Farsi.
یعنی شما چیزی رو نمیتونی دیسپیر بکنی مثلا یه شیئی مثل هت کلاه رو، ولی از جنبه اینکه مثلا یه آدمی یه پولیتیشنیه یا این آرژانتین که دیکتاتور بوده، این اومده گفته که در دهه 70 و 80 گفته که مثلا فلان آدم رو شاید مثلا مخالفش بوده، این رو مثلا ما دیسپیرش کرد، یعنی مثلا محو و نابودش کرد.
آفرین. البته ایشون خودش که نگفته، یه چیزای معادل خودکشی شدنی که چند سالی تو فارسی باب شده، میشنوید که فلانی رو خودکشی کردن. مثلا خودکشی کردن یه چیزی که شخص خودش انجام میده ولی جنبه سیاسی داره، میگن فلانی رو خودکشی کردن. اینم دیسیدنت های آرژانتینی رو دیکتاتور دهه 70 80 دیسپیر میکرده. حرف خود دیکتاتوره نیست، دربارش میگفتن. خب و در واقع سارکاستیکه و یک کانوتیشن که میدونید معانی همراه یک کلمه است. وقتی یک کلمه ای توی یک زبان به کار میره کانوتیشن داره، یعنی بار داره. کانوتیشن بار کلمه است که منفی یا مثبت. وقتی که disappear در حالت ترانزیتیو مفعول گیرنده به کار بره، سینیستر هست کانوتیشنش، بارش سینیستر، شومه. خب به اون مفهوماییه که اصلا جنبه شوخی این شکلی نداره، به این معنا مفهوم شومه، حالا توی کانتکست سیاسی به کار میره. پس توی اون مواردی که ما میخوایم ترانزیتیو باشه dissipate رو میتونیم به کار بریم. Okay, we can use dissipate instead. If you want to make something disappear, you can use make. For example, I can make this hat disappear. Okay? I cannot say I can disappear this hat. But I can say I can disappear. You can disappear.
I can make this hat.
Yes. If you put
I can make this hat disappeared or disappear.
No, disappear. I can make this hat disappear. Okay? I'm talking about an ability that I have right now or in the future. If you want to say it in the past form, then how should you say it? Turn this into past simple.
I made it disappeared.
I made it disappear, yes. Not disappeared. I made it disappear. I made it disappear, yes. The word make, the verb make, turns into past simple, not disappear. Disappear stays the same. I made it disappear. Let me type it.
یعنی اون disappear اگه ایدی بگیره حکم past participle پیدا نمیکنه؟
اصلا نمیشه که الان فعل اصلی این ساختاره اصلا disappear نیست. مثل بذارید این شکلیه، ساختار اینجوری یادتون هست. To make someone do something. این دوه نگاه کنید، استراکچر خیلی مهمه. استراکچر کمکتون میکنه که یادتون نره چه شکلی به کار میره. To make، وقتی میگم to make someone do something یعنی to make اینجا مصدره و مصدر کانجوگیت میشه، صرف میشه، به هر تایمی تنسی میره. ولی وقتی میگم to make someone do something، do اینجا فعل کلیه، یعنی هر فعلی جای do میتونه بیاد و در حالت دو الان چه شکلیه؟ ریش است. خب نه اس گرفته نه ایدی گرفته نه توی. پس هر فعل دیگه یا جای دو توی این ساختار بذارید چی میشه؟ ریشه میشه. I made it disappear. اما I can make it disappear. I will make it disappear. I have made it disappear. به هر تنسی ببرم disappear سر جاش disappear. Okay? But if it's used by itself on its own as an intransitive verb, not a transitive one, then yeah, you can use it in past tense. Why not? I disappeared. He disappeared into thin air. Have you heard this? For example,
into thin air?
Yes. He disappeared into thin air. It's an expression. Can you guess the meaning?
He disappeared into thin air. یعنی محو شد.
Yes. We don't know at all what happened. He disappeared suddenly. Suddenly, he disappeared into thin air. Okay, so that's with disappear. Now let's go to dilation and dilatation. Okay, that was the question. Dilation is the process of enlargement, stretching, or expansion. The word dilatation means the same thing. Both come from Latin. Dilatate meaning to enlarge or expand. No, not this one. Okay, this one. I think. Yes. The act of stretching, widening, or enlarging an organ or part of body is what? Dilatation. Okay, that is apparently used in medicine only. Right? And that was what you said, dilatation. You had dilatation. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and according to this website, yes, that just confirms what you said. But we have dilation in medicine too. Also dilatation. Dilatation is specifically for medicine, right?
Yes. We use dilatation more than dilation in medicine.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, yes. Do you have a question?
Yes, I look it up in the dictionary. Looked it up in the dictionary, and dilatation specifically for vessel and vein.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Thank you. You know, the problem is sometimes, in order to find out the exact meaning of a word, you have to look it up in several different dictionaries. It's not easy, you know, words like this.
Yeah.
And sometimes someone just like Bezat, who is a doctor or an engineer or a professional in any field, gives you a hint, and then you can make sure that what you guessed was right or what you found was right or correct. Okay, so any questions?
Thank you. No.
No, thank you.
Okay, do you want to review, or did we do the review?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is maintaining, means holding or keeping. The next one is constant. Constant is a noun.
Shirin, it's not constant. No, the pronunciation is
constant.
Constant. Constant. Yes, very good. Go on. We're saying constant is a noun, you said, right?
Yes.
But it's not just a noun. It's both a noun and an adjective. Yes. But go on, and then I will tell you. Just go on.
Constant, the synonym of constant is
Content.
Continuum. Content. Constant is continual and means happening regularly or all the time.
Yes. So that is an adjective. The meaning you said was as an adjective, right? Constant as a noun doesn't mean that. The definition that you just gave was the definition of the word constant as an adjective, not a noun. For example, we had constant classes, okay? Okay, they happened regularly. Constant, I don't know, heart conditions for a person. But constant as a noun is used in mathematics. Was your major math, Shireen, at high school? Yes. So you have constant. In math problems, you have variable and also constant. What are they?
Variable متغیر ثابت.
Yes, exactly. But in Farsi, when you translate it, it's an adjective. Okay, so don't pay attention to the translation in Farsi. The word constant in this meaning in English is a noun. Okay, it's the opposite of variable. And there's a famous quote. I don't know whose it is. They say what? The only constant in life is what?
The only constant in
life.
Life.
Yes, is change. It's a tricky sentence. You know, because change is the opposite of constant, and then they say the only constant is change. How do you say it in Farsi?
تنها چیزی که تو زندگی ثابته تغییره.
Yes, okay. Yes, the only constant is change. Okay, go on.
The next one is shed. Shed means cause or allow to follow or run out. The next one is pour out in drops or small container. And I found some example like shed tears.
Yeah.
And
Tears, you mean? Shedding tears.
Tears.
Tears. Yeah.
And the ninth one that I found is God shed His grace on you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
God shed.
Shed, not shade. Shed. Yeah. You have to say it in a church.
One is
You have to say it in a church. I'm joking, of course. It's not just for a church.
Example, but I saw this example in the dictionary.
Yes, I know. I was joking. I said you have to say it in a church. Yes.
The next one is the next mean.
No.
The next mean.
No.
Meaning. The next meaning.
Very good.
Cast of hair, skin, horn, or feather.
Yes.
For example, our dog sheds every spring.
Yes.
And the next one is shed weight, to lose weight from your body.
Yes.
The eating exercise is the best way to shed weight.
Okay, Shireen, you're pronouncing it like shade. Okay.
Shed. Or shade.
No. Shed. Okay.
Shed.
Yes. Don't say shed. That's something else. It's shed also. But also we have shade and shady. Shady. So don't think it's the same thing. What does shady mean? It's an adjective. What is shady? Yes. Something is shady.
Shady.
Yes, shady. Of course, the first meaning is that it comes from shade. You know the meaning of shade, right? Like a shady jungle, a shady park full of shade. But in informal English, as a slang, it means that something that doesn't seem to be legal. You know, maybe there is deceit in it. Deceitful people are doing something about it. For example, my brother was engaged in a shady deal. A shady deal. Okay? Someone offers you something. Someone suggests that you invest somewhere, but you think about it and you say, it seems shady. Means I cannot trust them. They seem to be dishonest. You know, it seems shady. If you want to memorize this, just think about this, that when there's shade, there is no light. And when there is no light, then it's not clear. So if something is shady, it's full of doubt. You cannot trust them. Okay? Their business is shady. Their business is shady. Okay, go on. So we're finished with shed. What was next?
Third of the word, another form of third of the word is 1 out of 3 in the word. And
yes. So one third of the world, or what?
Third of the word, or 1 out of 3 in a word.
No, not third of the world. 1/3. It wasn't third of the world. 1/3 of the population or something, right? Let me find it. 1 out of 3 is okay, but not third of the world. What was it? Part of climate, activity level, thermostat, up to 3 pounds, 5%, 2 million.
Third of the word.
A third. Yes, a third. Yes, that is important. Yes, the article. A third of the world or 1 out of 3? Yes, yes. Yes, go on, please.
The next one is climate.
No, sure, the pronunciation. Climate. Climate. Yes, very good.
Means the typical weather condition in a particular area.
Yes.
And the weather is the temperature and other conditions like humidity and something like that. Climate in Farsi means اقلیم and weather in Farsi means آب و هوا.
Yeah, you could say that weather is temporary. Yeah, it changes. But climate is constant. Somehow constant. Yes, it doesn't change easily.
The next one is to be exposed to something is a passive form, and to expose somebody to something is active form, and means to put someone in a situation. I think this situation are not safe, and it's unpleasant or dangerous.
Yes, very good.
The next one is unmonitored, means unsupervised, and the next one
unmonitored. Sure, unmonitored. Okay, not unmonitored. Okay, unmonitored.
Yes. The next one is heat stress. Heat stress means the pressure of the heat.
Yes.
And I searched stress means the physical forces or pressure on an object.
Yes.
We also have cold stress.
Oh, really? Cold stress. Oh, thank you. That must be something, well, in cold areas. And are there 4 stages for cold too? In here, as you can see, yes, in here, I don't know about the technical words. I'm just saying that based on what I see in this article. They say that there are 4 stages. At first, it's just heat stress. And then there is what? Heat exhaustion. No, 3 stages.
Yes.
And then heat stroke. That's the last one. So for cold stress, is there a cold exhaustion or cold stroke too?
It is related to the different kinds of damages that being cold can, imply on the body, on different parts of the body, especially foot.
Especially what?
Especially the feet.
The feet, I see. So it doesn't involve the internal organs of body, right?
In some cases, for example, when someone go, for climbing, like in Everest, the total body can be affected.
The whole body. The whole body can be affected
by the cold temperature. Yes.
I see. Yeah, there's a word for it, right? I think I don't know if it's a medical word, medical term or something. What is it when the body turns blue? You have a word for it.
Cyanosis.
Cyanosis? Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, it was a much easier word. I'm looking for an easier one. There's another one? Okay, I don't remember. Cyanosis, so it's when the body turns blue because of excessive cold.
No, because of hypoxemia or lack of oxygen.
I see. And how is that related to cold?
No, it doesn't relate to. It isn't related to cold. Cyanosis is because of lack of oxygen, and in cold stress we have, damages to superficial parts and then to deeper parts of the body. We have damages.
Cyanosis, you said. Cyanosis, I see. Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Shirin said Ms. Mubashir is going to be a doctor.
Yeah. No, because of what you share, I don't like being a doctor, but because of what you share, I just wanted to know the terms. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so go on.
The next one is to take note. Means to pay attention.
Yes.
And if
No,
you
no, no.
want
To take
pay
note of. To take note of. That is the difference. Yes, if you just take notes, then you write. Yes.
Yes, I wanted to say.
Ah, okay, okay. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt you.
No. To take note of, if you mention to particular thing, you have to use of to take note of something. For example, Shirin, take note of what I just said. And when it's generally, we use just take note. For example, Shirin, take note. It means Shirin pays attention. And
say it again.
Next one,
Say that last sentence again. You said when it is what?
For example, when you don't mention particular things, it's generally you talk.
No.
Generally.
Here. Not generally. No. Can you fix that sentence?
You don't talk. You don't talk generally.
No. That was not your sentence. Say the same sentence that you said. You didn't say talk.
I said when you mention a particular thing,
when it is, the sentence you said started with it is. I want you to correct that one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, with the verb, with the adverb generally. You said when it is generally. So can
you talk? When you talk generally.
When you talk generally. But when it is?
Yes.
When it is?
When it is.
See, it's
in general.
When you talk generally. That is correct. But when it is general. Or you can just say in general.
In general.
Or generally speaking. But not when it is generally. That is wrong. That is not correct. Okay. Okay.
Okay. For example, Shirin pays attention. Shirin pay attention.
Yes.
Imperative.
Yes.
Shirin
pay attention.
Yes. Like I'm ordering. I'm telling her to do that. Yes.
The next one is thermostat.
No, that was not the pronunciation. What is the correct pronunciation? Thermostat. Yes. Thermostat. Yes.
It's a device that used for keeping a room or a machine at a constant temperature.
Yes. Say the first.
Use is not correct.
Yes, I just wanted to tell her, but don't correct it. Shirin, you correct yourself. It's a device that
used.
No.
Use.
No.
Used.
No. Focus.
It's a device that.
See, Shirin, use is something that you do. Okay. It's not passive. Okay. I use a pen. You use glasses. I use the book.
That be.
So.
That be.
Focus and take yours. That is used. Yes. That is used. Yes.
keeping.
penny dropped.
Yeah, penny dropped, yeah.
Using یه بار دیگه بگم. An instrument that is used for keeping a room or a machine at a constant temperature.
Yes. Machine. Put the stress on the last syllable, okay? Machine. Machine, yes.
The next one is thermos. Thermos is,
Yes.
means flask. It's something that you use in order to keep your tea warm.
Very good. Thermos. Thermos.
She said it's a something.
Ah, okay. That was just extra. Yeah, I know, but she didn't mean it. I know that A exists in our speech. We say it, but
It is something.
yes, I know. She knows. Don't you,
It's a
Shireen?
something.
Yes.
Okay. Just for one. Okay. Go on. Was that it?
The next one at any given time. At any time you select or choose or specify. در آن واحد. The next one is wash.
No. It doesn't mean در آن واحد. It doesn't mean that.
No.
The first definition that you gave was correct. Anytime that you specify, anytime that you choose, but not در آن واحد.
در هر من اشتباه نوشتم. در هر
At any given time.
در هر تایمی که در هر تایم given که باشه یعنی مورد نظره. در هر تایم مورد نظری. اوکی. در هر تایمی که حالا مشخص شده باشه مورد نظر باشه. معنای در آن واحد نمیده.
در هر لحظه نمیشه پس.
ببینید ممکنه توی یک کانتکستی بشه مثلا در هر لحظه بستگی داره. نه معنای به طور کل نمیشه معنای در هر لحظه میشه. در هر لحظه میده.
در لحظه بود.
خب کانتکست
که only about 5% of the 2.5 million glands are active at any given time.
Okay, right, yes. It's just in front of me, yes. At any given time. In this context, yes, it means that. But given doesn't always mean that. Okay, given is an adjective in here. Okay, for example, any given person can solve this problem. It's really easy. اوکی اینجا مثلا دیگه نمیتونید اینو در آن واحد ترجمهش کنید بسته به کانتکستش اینجا یعنی در هر لحظه یعنی در هر لحظه مشخصه که حالا چی که بدن داره عرق میکنه این تعداد از گلند ها فعال هستن اوکی for example any given person هر شخصی که حالا specify بشه مورد نظر باشه any given person can solve this problem اینجا به معنی مثلا آن واحد نمیتونید ترجمهش کنید به اون کانتکست خیلی توجه کنید اگه دارید برای خودتون می‌نویسید با مثالش حتما بنویسید
یه معنی دیگه هم فکر کنم داره این که مثلا بگیم در یک شرایط مثلا یکسان given situation شرایط یکیه ولی ممکنه که افراد در اون شرایط یا امکانات یکسان پاسخ‌های مختلفی بدن یا نمیدونم at any given situation همچین چیزی هم من تو ذهنم هست
آره من شنیدم ولی به نظرم معنی یکسان نمیده یعنی مشخص شده مشخص شده با یکسان خیلی فرق میکنه
داشتیم
چند تا سشن قبل آره بذارید من یه دونه دارید چیزی یادتون هست
بله این given circumstances
نه کانتکستشو این که حالا یک فریز فقط بذارید من بهتون بگم ببینید الان تو دیکشنری هم که given رو به عنوان adjective اینجا به عنوان adjective as an adjective it means specified or stated okay specified stated یعنی که مشخص شده اوکی یعنی که مورد نظره نه که از قبل بشینیم نقشه مشخص کردنش رو بکشیم براش خب یک گیونی هم داشتیم قبلا اگه یادتون باشه، مثلا given the circumstances we cannot do anything more. با توجه به شرایطی که الان توش هستیم کاری بیشتر از این از دستمون بر نمیاد انجام بدیم. مثلا given the circumstances. خب اون میشه با considering، اونجا معنی considering میده. شاید مثلا با اون اشتباه گرفتیم. حالا تا جایی که میدونم معنی یکسان نمیده، ولی اگه کانتکست پیدا کردید توش حتما معنی یکسان بده. الانم دارم توی شعر نگاه میکنم.
Okay, and
No, doesn't mean that. But if you find it meaning something similar for, I don't know, different people, given meaning that, then give me the sentence, okay? Okay. Go on. What's next?
The next one is rush. Means to move quickly, especially when you need to be a place very soon.
To be in a place. Yes, very good.
The next one is blood vessel, like vein and artery. One of the tubes through which blood flows in your body. And the next one, dilate and dilatation, and dilate become wider, means become wider, and opposite of contract. The next one is funnel. Funnel as a verb means something acts as a funnel, like transfer.
Like transfer? What do you mean?
Transfer.
Synonym of transfer. I thought you meant like.
Yeah. The next one is dissipate. Dissipate means to gradually become less or weaker, and before disappearing completely. And I found a mean to waste something valuable, such as time, money, or energy.
To waste something. Say it again. To waste something. Yes, of course. It means that too. Yes. The word disappear in the structure make disappear can be used in that sense too. Yeah, of course.
And it was the last.
The last one. That was all.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we read up to number 3, right? Blood is rushed to the skin and where it can be radiated away. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a good article. I wanted you to read more. So Bezot, would you please read number 4?
Yes. Blood and sweat cool the body.
Yes.
Blood and sweat dissipate the vast majority of body heat through the skin. Breath carries away most of the rest. Sweat cools when it evaporates, which can be nearly impossible in high humidity.
Yes. Okay, is there something you don't understand in that paragraph?
No, fortunately, it is very
clear
to text that I am used to read, so I can understand.
I am used to
the whole meaning.
I am used to read is not correct.
Reading.
Yes, very good. I am used to reading. Shirin, how about you? Do you have any questions? No? Okay. No?
No.
Okay.
There is no question.
Okay, good. So, would you please go on when things go on?
when things go wrong. The longer blood and fluids are, the longer blood and fluids are to cool. The longer blood and fluid to cool the skin, the harder it is on our internal organs.
Yes, very good. So the longer blood and fluids are diverted to cool the skin, the harder it is on our internal organs. Can you explain this?
Yes. It is going to say that when the body wants to lower the temperature, it will divert the fluids and blood to the surface of the body.
What does divert mean? What does divert mean?
Divert, for example, to change the way that something used to go.
Very good,
in
exactly.
a specific way.
But we don't say way. We use, for example, route or the course of something, but not the way of something. Okay?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, go on.
And when we have a rush of blood to the skin and surface organ, after a time or after a while, it will affect the internal organs. I mean, internal organs will suffer because of lack of enough blood.
Yes, yes. Yeah, please go on. In extreme?
In extreme heat, stress can progress to exhaustion and then stroke, and ultimately to death.
Yes. So in extreme heat, stress can progress to exhaustion and then stroke and ultimately to death. What is exhaustion?
Exhaustion when something is very tired and it cannot survive anymore.
Yeah. You mean the organs, not something, right?
Yes.
The organs. Yes. There is another noun that comes from exhaustion. What is it? Shirin, do you know? The other noun form of exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
Yes. It's actually a word that is used in Farsi.
More tips, please.
More hints? If I tell you just, if I give you one more hint, then there will be nothing left.
از همین ریشه exhaust.
Yes, you said it. Yes. Okay, just one more hint. In a car.
Exhaust.
Yeah. But we say exhaust, but it's pronounced exhaust. Okay, that's the
Exhaust.
Yes, exhaust. In American English, I think it's the gas or air that comes from the engine. But in British English, the thing that we call muffle is called an exhaust. Okay, the exhaust in a car, and we call it exhaust machine. Yes. So.
Yes.
Okay, would you please go on?
Yes, and ultimately to death.
Yeah. Ultimately. Shirin, give me a synonym for ultimately.
Finally?
Yes, very good. Ultimately, finally. What is the adjective form of ultimately?
Adjective?
Yes.
Ultimate.
Yes, exactly. Ultimate. Can you use ultimate as an adjective in a sentence?
Adjective. We don't have an ultimate life.
Yes, that is very good. That was a good one, because ultimate does not just mean final. It also means something that's perfect. Okay. Like the ultimate aim is, if you say, for example, the ultimate aim means, for example, the final aim. But an ultimate prize means it was the best you could get, for example. Yes. Okay, go on. Heat exhaustion.
Yeah. Heat exhaustion.
Mhm.
Nausea,
Mhm.
fatigue,
Mhm.
cramp, rash, and dizziness often caused
Dizziness.
often caused by a combination of high temperatures, physical exertion,
Mhm.
and high humidity are signals the body sends to the brain
Mhm.
to reduce activity and cool down.
Yes.
These symptoms can progress to more deadly heat stroke.
Yes. Okay.
همه متن اینجوری باشه خیلی عالیه.
Okay. So you understand the whole paragraph, right?
Yes,
Okay.
word by word.
Very good. Now, Shirin, you?
No, nausea.
Nausea. It also has other pronunciations. Nausea. Nausea.
Nausea.
Yes. Nausea. And also another one. I don't remember the.
We use nausea and vomiting together.
But
Nausea حالت هوا،
yes.
vomiting استفراغ.
Very good. Yes, exactly. Yes.
And another one, nausea and diarrhea.
Diarrhea is something else from another end of the body.
Diarrhea, yes.
Okay.
When we ask the patients about the symptoms,
Mhm.
we ask about nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain.
That's cramps, right? Abdominal
Yeah.
pain, yes. Now, Shirin, you?
Nausea, fatigue.
Yes. You mean you don't understand fatigue, or you mean that you understand the word fatigue? What are the words you don't
Fatigue.
understand?
Fatigue, very tired.
That is the noun form, of course. And it's just one of the meanings. Yes, what did you say?
There is a difference between tired or tiredness and fatigue.
Yes, what is it?
Tired, for example, when you work out very hard, you are tired, and after a good sleep, you will be fresh and you are not tired anymore. But when someone has fatigue or suffers from fatigue, it's something chronic. It does not go away by, for example, a good sleep or a good meal, and it's something that patients suffer from for a period of time. It is chronic.
I see.
Fatigue.
I didn't know that. I thought that it's just the synonym for exhaustion. So fatigue is that.
We have a word for fatigue in Mazani language.
What is it? Let me think.
They say tambamardi.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. So tambamirti. Okay. I'm not sure I heard that. I don't think I've heard that. Okay, I have to check that with my mom. Okay, tambamirti. Then I have a question. How can I say that I am dying of tambamirti then? Then I have to say tambamirti.
Because
No. In Madani, then you have to say tambamirti jo bamirdeme.
No. مثل تنبماری دائما، یعنی همش خسته است، کاری نداره، خوبم خوابیده، استراحت کرده، ولی حال هیچ کاری رو نداره.
Okay, I see. Okay.
The adjective form is تنبمر.
Okay, that was good to share. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, Shirin, how about you? Don't you have anything in your language? Of course, Isfahani is not a language, right?
Yes.
No? Hello? I cannot hear you. No, you don't have anything. Okay, I think that's because, Isfahani people don't work as hard as we do in the north. So you cannot suffer. You cannot suffer from this. Okay, so jokes aside.
And fatigue, I think fatigue is more during summer when humidity is high in north of Iran, and they can be related to each other, I think.
Maybe. I don't know that. Okay, you mean medically they can be related to each other? You mean that, or just your understanding of it?
No, it is based on my experience of years of living in north of Iran.
Yes, of course, yeah, of course. So we have nausea, fatigue, cramps, and showing cramps. What are cramps?
Cramp, گرفتگی.
Yes. Yes.
Rash.
Rash is what?
Some thing in the on skin. Rash.
Discoloration of the skin.
Yeah, very good. Discoloration of the skin. Is that all? How about the bumps in the skin? There are small bumps in the skin.
Yes. Those are different kind of rash.
I see. Okay. So if just the skin discolors, you can call it a rash, or you mean it's a combination of discoloring and bumps in the skin?
And bumping, yes, bumping, yes.
I see. Okay.
In some rashes you can you can lamps میتونی بکنی rash.
Touch it.
You can touch it. You can sense it. Yeah. And in other forms you can see the rash, but it is under or beneath the skin.
Yeah, I see. Yes, of course.
Yes.
It's beneath the skin. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So, Shirin, you understand the rest? No questions from this paragraph?
Dizziness and gigi.
Yes. And drowsiness. What is the difference between dizziness and drowsiness?
Drowsiness is more than the level of unconsciousness is more than dizziness.
It's like sleeping, right? Feeling sleepy?
Yeah. The worst form of it is coma, but in the early stages we have sleepiness, dizziness, drowsiness, obtundation, and at the end we have coma.
Coma, yes. That's the final stage. Okay, of life in Iran. Okay, so Shirin, the word combination in here is a noun. What is the adjective form of it? You know, yes, you know the meaning of combination, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the adjective form that derives from combination?
Combined.
Combined. Yes, combined. I'm going to give you an example in which the word combined as an adjective is used, and I want you to tell me what it means. Okay? Okay, this that I'm going to say comes from this TV series, Big Bang, The Big Bang Theory. Okay? There's a TV series by this name.
Yeah.
And there's a character in the series named, what is the name? Okay, I don't remember the name, but he thinks that he's very smart. So he says that in a group of friends, Sheldon, his name's Sheldon, he says, I'm smarter than all of you here combined. What does combined mean in that sentence? Very good. Yes, very good. Very good. همتون رو هم من از همتون باهوش‌ترم. You wanted to say that. Yes, combined. Can you use this in a sentence? Combined.
Combined. For example, combined of
No. No. At the end of this, use it at the end of sentence. At the end of the sentence, like my example, I'm smarter than all of you combined, or I'm smarter than all the people here combined. Of course, you can start a sentence with that, but I want you to make an example that is similar to mine.
Yes. For example, in sport, I can say to my friends, I can beat you. I can beat you all combined.
Very good. Yes. Yes. And if you want to start a sentence with it, you can say, for example, this.
Combined.
Yes. This, for example, this institution is the result of the combined effort of, for example, 100 people. You can talk about combined efforts of people too. But it doesn't matter. You can think about it, Shireen, and say it next session. And back to fatigue, I wanted to say something that comes from Friends TV series. Have you seen the episode in which Joey wears all of Chandler's clothes?
Globe?
Clothes.
No.
No, you didn't?
Clothes. Yes, no.
Ah, they have a fight? Okay, then. I cannot say it then. You must see the episode to understand this part. Okay, let's go to the last one. Shirin, would you please read this one? Heat stroke.
Heat stroke. I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of physical exertion?
Physical exertion, yes. What do you think it means? First, tell me what your understanding is.
Physical exertion.
Yes.
As exercise میاد
No, it doesn't come from exercise. But it has a similar meaning. It doesn't mean exercise, it has a similar meaning.
Physical activity.
Yes, very good. Effort. Exertion means effort. Physical effort or physical exertion. Yes. Okay. Have another look at the paragraph and see if you have another question.
I checked.
Okay.
Heat stroke. Heat stroke. Headache, confusion, vomiting, and loss of consciousness can occur when the body hits 105 degree Fahrenheit. 4 degree Fahrenheit.
Degree is plural in here, Shirin. Degree is plural, so degrees. Degrees Fahrenheit, yes. Very good. Okay, wait there. Headache, confusion. You know headache. What is confusion?
Like dizziness.
Yes, right?
More than dizziness.
More than that? You mean a severe case of dizziness? Yes. Okay.
Vomiting. I know vomiting and loss of consciousness. یعنی سطح هوشیاری پایین.
There's a word for it. I think you know a word for it in English. Loss of consciousness or? I'm sure you know the word.
Loss of consciousness.
Yes. It starts with an F. Hello? Yes, F. You know the word.
Loss of consciousness or دیگه بعد از F
A. Come on, you know this. No, it's Faye.
Failure?
No.
Faint. Yes, very good. Faint. Yes. Okay, go on.
Okay. Heat stroke requires emergency care. It can quickly damage the brain, heart, kidneys, and muscles, and end in coma and death.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much clear, right? Actually, I was planning on reading the rest of the article. It's a pretty long one, but full of good expressions. But I think because of these outages, we have to forget about that maybe. I don't know, but it was a very good one. And part of it included Iran and Dashtilut and Dashtakabi, and it was interesting. Okay, but just one more thing. We had confusion here. It reminded me of Confucius. Do you know what it means?
Confucius.
Yeah.
I mean, مکتب نیو ایناست.
Ah, yes, very good. Excellent. Yes, Confucius.
Confucius.
Yes, exactly. Confucius is the person. We call it Confucius, and the pronunciation is Confucius. And it can be confusing and be confused for confusion. Okay, so I'm sorry, just because the next class will start in 1 minute, I have to say goodbye to you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too, dear. Thank you.
برای
بله.
هوشیاری کانشسنس داریم، برای وجدان هم یه لغتی داریم کانشیس.
نه، اون کانشینشسه، اون یعنی آدم با وجدان. کانشینشس. بذارید براتون تاپیپش کنم. اون یه کانشنسه. من باید دیکتهشو ببینم.
اسپلش هم تلفظش هم بدم کانشین.
نه، اولش که وجدان کانشنس. این دیکشنری زوم مشکل داره. خب یه وقتی الکی ایراد میگیره، من باید مطمئن شم. اوکی، نگاه کنید این شکلیه. conscience نه consciousness نه این که برده conscience
جلسه بعد در میاد.
نه حالا
شما دیرتون
اشکال نداره. حالا conscience conscience پیداش کردم. خب اینی که من نوشتم conscience بعد یه اسه سینسه. این کانشنسه میشه وجدان. همینو می نویسیم conscientious میشه آدم با وجدان. خب
بله
حالا دیکته اون بله
CONSTI ENTI
نس داره آخرش دیگه. اینجوریه. الان اینم پیدا کردم بنویسم conscientious
بله
اینی که من پیدا کردم نه دیکتش نیست. خب من اینو می نویسم براتون پیدا میکنم. دیکتشو بلد نیستم. خب ولی تلفظش اینه conscientious میشه با وجدان. Okay.
Merci.
You're welcome, dear. Bye bye.